I'm Diane Snyder from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider, and I'm here with Tom Brittney, who plays the crime-solving vicar of Grantchester, Will Davenport, on the Masterpiece Mystery Series.
Today, Leonard wasn't worried for himself. He was worried for me. That's the man he is. The man I consider my brother. So please, I beg you. He deserves so much more than this.
So 1958 is turning out to be kind of a rough year for a couple of people who are essentially Will's family, Leonard and Geordie. What did you think of the darker storylines this year, and what were some of the challenges you faced in playing Will?
Well, I think 1957 and 56, and probably all of the 50s have been dark years for everyone in Grantchester, haven't they? It wouldn't be Grantchester if it wasn't a little dark. But this one in particular, I think for Leonard, obviously has been an incredible season for him as an actor, but for his character, the storyline, the arc that he's had to go through has been horrendous for his character to be put through this stuff. Finally, him, his being gay, which in the 50s was not acceptable, to come to the forefront and to be outed in front of the entire public and the village and his family and friends. I think it's great what the writers have done with him, and the way that with that storyline in particular, how much of a fracture is put throughout the whole of the family of Grantchester. And yeah, again, I think Leonard is just Al, the actor, Al Weaver, is just incredible as Leonard in this series.
When he does have the trial, Will makes that beautiful speech in support of Leonard, and I think that was definitely one of the more moving moments, where he refers to him as his brother.
Yeah, it was quite a tough day, that, because as Will, I'm not afraid of public speaking, but I was quite nervous of doing that scene as an actor, because it's a big moment, standing up in court and defending him, and I wanted to get it right emotionally. And it was actually in the end quite easy, because I'd spent 3 days watching Al do his thing, and it was breaking my heart. He was just so brilliant, and so doing that speech, and it just came naturally. And I think it was so beautifully written that Will finally, he says out loud, he's my brother, and I'm proud to have him as my brother, as more than just a friend. And to put his job on the line, everything he's worked so hard for, because Will is a moral person, by being told that if he goes up and speaks, he may be in danger of losing his job. But in the end, he realizes that it's worth so much more to defend Leonard.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the other great moment, or hard moment, is with Geordie, his partner in crime solving, and someone who's essentially been a father figure to him. When Geordie finds out that Will did not do his military service because his father was able to get him out of it, and essentially says, "I think you're a disgrace." That was, whoa. We've definitely seen conflict between Will and Geordie, but not like that.
No, we've definitely seen conflict between us. The odd bickering, the odd falling out, but nothing quite as big as this one, which, Will doesn't quite understand, because he's so separate because of his age from the war. He grew up just after the war and would have felt some of the aftermath with rationing and the way society was changing, but he didn't serve. And not only that, he didn't do national service, which every man would have done in that time, except Will, who used privilege to get him out of it. And it causes such a problem between them, because they have no common place of reference at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Geordie, his whole persona, which you see in this series, something that has been secretly sort of destroying him in some way, into the forefront with meeting Johnny and his past and having to come to terms with that, and the fact that he's always been so close with Will, and yet with this massive thing that defines him, he has no reference. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty hard for them repair their friendship after that.
Now, you guys have already shot season 7. And you stepped behind the camera for this one, made your directing debut. Well, what was that like?
It was amazing. It was brilliant. Directing's something I've always wanted to do since I was younger. And, it was either being in front of the camera or behind. And I just kind of pitched myself to Emma Kingsman-Lloyd, who's the exec producer. And I just thought, how many chances am I going to get to, lead a show and potentially get a chance to direct? And Sean Evans, who does Endeavour, which is also a masterpiece, he'd done a couple of episodes, and I'd met him and chatted to him and sort of got inspired to throw my name in the ring. And for some reason they thought, yeah, okay, we'll let him have a go. Mm. But I think hopefully it's because they knew how much I cared about the show and how passionate I am about how it's made. And I'm excited for people to see it. It's a good episode.
Grantchester is currently airing Sundays at 9/8 Central on Masterpiece on PBS.